We have subject matter experts who really understand cybersecurity. We write policies and procedures. Pretty much anything around cybersecurity we handle very, very well.
We work with a lot of agencies that have internal capabilities from an IT perspective, and so they do the same routine every day, really not knowing that there are vulnerabilities that exist within the environment. So our role is to provide that external perspective so that they get an industry snapshot of what's happening, some of the best practices that we've adapted, leveraging known organizations like NIST and CIS framework to supplement what they may currently have in place, and then make recommendations via a roadmap on how to improve their situation.
As technology has been moving more rapidly in the last couple of decades, some organizations just haven't been able to keep up with it. Now there's an ever-growing gap that needs to be crossed. The process starts with interviewing everybody within the organization, information gathering and understanding really where their current posture is, where their current needs and gaps exist, and then putting together a framework to try and help them bridge those gaps.
Local government, school districts, special districts, counties, mostly mid-sized and smaller. We feel like in that particular marketplace, we can make more of a difference more quickly.
What are the systems that you currently have in place? Is there a comprehensive inventory of both the hardware, the software, what versions are you currently running? So in the event of a cybersecurity event, you know where to start. Some clients just don't have that information readily available. So us as a strategic partner or consultant, we help to gather that information, to document and provide a snapshot and provide a comprehensive report. And that ultimately feeds maybe an incident response plan. So once you have that snapshot of where you are, then you can put a plan together that includes communication to the appropriate groups and departments within an agency so that people know their role when an event actually happens. Well, a lot of times we have scenarios where the event has already occurred, so the agency realizes that there's something that needs to be done to prevent it from happening again. So we come in and approach it from that aspect. But then there's also the opportunity where agencies are proactive, so they have not had a situation or an event. So they're looking to maybe put the correct security features and functions in place so that they can avoid those types of events. One of the key components of cybersecurity and providing those solutions to clients is information sharing. If a given agency has an event, the lessons learned and the postmortems associated with that event can be very helpful to other agencies that have maybe not yet experienced that event or issue. And the lessons learned and the key takeaways could help them moving forward. So giving them comfort and that information can be shared and it not be a bad thing is a goal. I'm glad that we're agnostic because it gives us flexibility in the industry. So it's very helpful because it doesn't lock you into a given solution, and it gives you the ability to go after the best and most appropriate solution for a given customer. But we do take into account any existing relationships or products that agency may have in place so that the recommendations aren't very impactful to the budget where they would have to do a complete upgrade to implement anything that we would recommend. We would take into account some of the system solutions from a hardware or software perspective, maybe make some configuration changes and make sure it's completely patched and functional, and then make recommendations above and beyond that. One of the biggest exposures to cybersecurity and breaches are just lack of knowledge and process and procedures for internal staff. So stay current, understand what the marketplace is doing, understand what new technology introduces into your environment, and have a good understanding of what you currently have in place from a hardware, applications, and functional requirement standpoint. Putting a comprehensive training program in place for your staff that provides support is a very key first step to help prepare for cybersecurity.